Hello and welcome back to another dive tour. This time on the Sea Breeze Ocean Lovers out of Hurghada, going north to Tiran on the wrecks and reefs and down to Big Brother. I've previously been on this boat in November 2024, but it's had some renovation work done since then, so let's take a look around. Stepping onto the dive platform, it's a nice big area, plenty of hanging space and warm showers for after a dive. Lots of good storage access and 2 rinse tanks with the open ladders, which makes it a lot easier to get out with your fins still on. The dive platform is equally spacious. Plenty of basket storage, some washer dryers, route maps, toilet round the corner. There's a nice dry station for cameras. And plenty of charging points to recharge all your gear in between dives and overnight. Stepping into the spacious salon, it's a lovely area, nicely decorated, comfortable seating. It's where all the dive briefings take place on the big TV. Plenty of room for everybody, and a place for hot drinks and snacks. This is where the logs for nitrox and the dive registers are stored. They get filled in after each dive. And dropping down to the lower deck, there's 8 twin rooms, some room for the crew and some storage with the emergency access at the front. All the rooms on this boat are nicely decorated, a good size, good storage, comfortable beds. Generally a really nice place to be. Back of the saloon area is the dining room. This boat will take 32 people. There was 22 on when we were on in December. Last time we were on it was full, but it never really feels that busy. The food is amazing all week. We were lucky enough to be on at Christmas with a full roast turkey dinner. The desserts, amazing every time. A real highlight. Up onto the sun deck, there's more comfortable seating area and another bar. Up here you've got, again, tea, coffee with a coffee machine. You can pay for espresso, you can pay for wine and beer. There's an ice machine and a well-stocked fridge of soft drinks and fruit juices. Moving up the sun deck, you come to our room. Lucky 13, I think, in this case. Another great room, double this time, not a twin. Comfortable, spacious enough with some good storage, ensuite facilities. Cleaned every day, and as with the rest of the boat, all generally really well maintained. Carrying on around the sun deck is the jacuzzi, and we can see down into a crew area with the anchors and where they tie off when we arrive at the reefs. On the upper deck there are some sun loungers and some more comfortable seating. This is a dedicated non-smoking area. This area as well provides shelter from the wind and can be quite a nice place to sit in the evenings. Around the upper deck you've got the captain's bridge. I was going to film in here, but he was asleep, so I didn't want to disturb him. There's another area for sunbathing at the front of the boat. And you can see back to the fly deck with the captain's controls as well. There's 2 double rooms on this level. much the same as all of the others. Again, all up to a good standard. Last but not least, it's the high deck. This is a great place to come for an elevated view. The captain does some of the navigation from up here, particularly when arriving at a reef. This is Big Brother early one morning, and you do get some lovely views of the reefs and the sunrises and sunsets from up here. Once we were settled and had set up our equipment, we had a chance to explore the marina and the available liveaboards ready for our next tour. On the walk from the boat into the marina, there are some interesting little kiosks. This one's good, selling a range of dive-related t-shirts and items. As you enter the marina, it basically becomes a sea of restaurants and bars. There is a useful dive shop, and that's located just off the main strip next to this shop if you need to pick up any last-minute items. A wander through the back alleys and streets reveals a range of tourist shops, as well as a pharmacy. And when you pop back out onto the main concourse, it's right next to the ATM centre. After this, it was back to the boat for as good a night's sleep as possible, ready for an early departure on the Sunday morning. Join me again soon as the diving gets underway on the Red Sea's most famous shipwrecks, the Thistlegorm and the Salem Express.